Hello seekers, welcome to Oracle of Ma, and today is Witch Sabbath Oracle reading, which is a very special topic, messages from the other side. This topic has been chosen through a poll I made on Instagram, and it was voted for messages from the other side. And during the Witch Sabbath, I got like a message from a Siddhar. And if you know the Siddhars of Tamil Nadu, I think that many of you who will watch this video may not know the Siddhars of Tamil Nadu, but the Siddhars of Tamil Nadu are a group of spiritual trailblazers, I would say. Yeah, they find their own kind of spirituality, and you could call them mystics, alchemists, yogis. They had a very special method. Okay, but this is a really huge topic. And this special sitter who came to me, I visited several times her Jeeva Samadhi, which is the burial shrine where you go to get in contact with the sitters. But you don't have to go only to the burial shrine. The sitters, if they want to contact you, they can contact you anytime. And and when I started to think about doing this reading, so she came into my mind, and her name is Velammal, and she has her Jeeva Samadhi in Thiruparankundram. And what is very interesting about that is that there are other sitters in Thiruparankundram, and they are very well known to the people in the local area, Mayandi Siddha and Somapa, Machamuni Siddha. They are all quite well known. But nobody talks about Velammal, and she's not even mentioned in this kind of Devasthanam. They have a Devasthanam, so this is this kind of temple organization who is in charge of all these kind of Jeeva Samadhis, and there are also temples for the sitters there. So, and she's not mentioned. And she has her Jeeva Samadhi. If you go up to Somapa, and there are some stairs going up to the temple of Somapa, you will see that there is a small temple here, and it is the Jeeva Samadhi of Velammal. And I also made a video about the Jeeva Samadhi of Velammal, and I will put the link in the description box, okay? So you can watch this video, and in future I will try to talk to some kind of older woman, groans in the area, who may know Velammal, okay? So let's see. And so I would like to start now with this reading. And before we start, we give some kind of offering to Velammal for giving her advice, okay? For giving her advice, and I will see what she is going to tell us, okay? So let's see, okay? And I have brought here some kind of fruits for Velammal. Here you see, here the fruits for Velammal. I have brought some fruits for her, and this is a coconut juice, because it's quite hot here also. And I also would like to drink. I drink this together with Velammal. Yeah, I put here something for her, and this is for me. Okay, because it's really hot. During this time of the year, it's really hot here, okay? So let's start with the reading, and see what messages are coming through, what Velammal has to tell you, okay? And remember, this is a collective reading, so anybody who comes across this reading, I think this message is especially for you, and we'll see what Velammal has to tell us. And I'm really grateful that she agreed to come here today, and that she agreed to make this reading, and that I channel her messages and we see what is coming through. Okay, I take also my cards, but I think I will not need them anyhow. But I take also the cards. I see whatever comes through, and how she interprets the cards. Yeah, you know, but she may not even need the cards. Okay, let's see here. These are my own oracle cards, which are called Oracle of Ma. And this is inner voice and intuition. So I think what was also coming through the message I got when Velammal like appeared to me and came into my mind again, she was talking about like house and truth. So house is a symbol of your own kind of foundation and your own truth, you know. So the thing is like that what she wants to say is you seem to accept something as truth what is not the truth. Yes, so you are in some kind of a situation where you accept the truth what is not the truth, and the truth is something else, and you don't even know what the truth is because you don't dare to look beyond, the scene, what you think is reality, because what you think is reality is not reality. It's something what you made up, and it's like it's he says like you had been conditioned to believe something what is your truth, but in reality this is not your truth. So she asks you to go inside and to find your truth, because the truth is inside you. It's not outside. And nobody else can tell you, she asks you. And don't fall for any kind of traps. She does, there are many people who will lure you into some kind of seminars and ask you a lot of money, and they will sell you some kind of wisdom. But in reality, this is not the wisdom, she says. If you go somewhere and you sit and you meditate in nature, you will come to the conclusion that all this kind of thing is actually crap. They are just selling you something and they want to sell you some kind of wisdom, what is not wisdom. And all those people, she says, they pretend to be something. And even the people, sometimes, some people who call them nowadays siddhas, they do this just to get donations. Many of them are not siddhas, she says. They are not. And there are many of them here around. They are not siddhas. The real siddhas, they don't do that. They don't do that. They don't ask the people for, they don't ask the people, give me more and more money. If somebody wants to donate something to a sitter, they are fine with that, you know. But they don't go and chase after all this kind of money, and they don't pretend that they know some kind of things what they are not, you know. And most of these words what they are telling are hollow. They are not the truth. They are nothing. This is not spirituality, she says. They just pretend. So don't fall for this trap. You know what you have to do. You listen to your inner voice and intuition. And she says, and if you would like to contact me, speak to me, and come even to my Jeeva Samadhi and sit there in meditation, and you will get the answers, she says. So if you want to visit the Jeeva Samadhi of Velammal, yes, then you can go there, yeah, through my video. or you come here and visit it. If you want to know where it is, I can even guide you there, okay? So let's go and let's ask for further messages what Velammal has to say. But really, it comes through very intense. She wants to warn some people that they don't fall in these traps, in some kind of traps of people who pretend they are somebody and they are not, and they pretend and they are and they want to lure you into something, and it's not what she wants. So she wants to warn you, really. So let's see what other messages are coming through. Very interesting. Yeah, again, this is a very profound message, which has to do also with your inner work and self-development. And what she says again is like, you trust your inner voice and trust your own kind of realization. And if you get really clarity, you find the way to your own happiness, you know. You don't need all these people telling you what you have to do and how you have to do. And this is true for any kind of spiritual path. Yeah. I mean, I have seen this also, like in witchcraft. Yeah, practitioners of witchcraft, where you also have all these kind of people who tell you how to do something, and you can't do this like this and that and that, and which is not the path. It's not the path. Yeah, you have to find your own way, and you listen. Yeah, you somebody can be an inspiration. Yeah, but it's not the only truth. They don't have the only truth. What may work for somebody may not work for you, you know. So she says really, like, trust your own inner voice, and and cut cut through the illusions that you are powerless, because you are not powerless. And some people may tell you that you are powerless, but you are not powerless, you know. You are not. You have all the abilities to make everything work for you. You're not powerless. But what is important for you, again, she comes with the symbol of the house that she mentioned all the time, this house. So the foundation, you need the foundation. And the foundation is that you are not shattered by other people's opinions or whatever they tell you, you know. So she asks also, like, to do a short exercise to ground you. She wants to do this exercise now. She says, you just sit here, and you breathe, okay? You just breathe in, okay? Breathe in, she says. It's a very easy exercise, actually, she says. But you should do it more often. Because if you don't do it more often, you just get scattered, and you have to build a foundation. And if you have a strong foundation, nothing can scatter you. And you trust yourself, you trust your own intuition, you trust your own inner voice, and you walk on your own path, okay? And this will finally lead you through all the happiness you need, okay, she says. So the thing is, she wants to do this exercise, which is a very easy exercise. She says, you can sit how you like to sit, but you sit better on the floor. And she recommends to sit somewhere in nature. You can sit on a stone, she says. A stone. She tells even something with a stone. She wants you to take a stone in your hand and see how a rock, or you go near a rock, a stone, a hill, or something like that, and you imagine that you are this rock, and nothing can shatter or move a rock, okay? The rock stands strong and tall, and nothing can move it, okay? You get detached from any kind of people around you or environments or whatever who want to disturb you or who want to distract you from your path, okay? So she says, like, if you can go near a rock, you shall go near a rock, a stone, or hold a stone in your hand, she says. A black stone, gray, green, she says, red, whatever color. But she says there had been, because she says red, black, and gray, the rocks where she had been lived there in Thiruparankundram, there are rocks there, and I will put the video in the description box. Those rocks there, they having three colors. They are three colored, and those colors appear like red, black, and gray. So she somehow says connect to these rocks there, and it's really a very powerful area, okay? Energetically really a powerful area. I will put the links in the description box to these places, okay? So, and now this small exercise is like you sit, you just sit, she says, and you breathe in, and then you hold your breath for several seconds. And she says the longer the better, okay? And then you breathe out. And when you breathe in and breathe out, and don't think about anything, you know. And with this exercise, you build up a lot of strength, of inner strength. And she says not to think about anything. So she wanted to talk about this exercise and about the visualization of being like a rock. And so let's see what other messages maybe are coming through the. I take also this here. Oh, that's interesting. Very interesting, yeah, very interesting. Because again, we have here this word, which corresponds actually to this card. It's the same actually, the same message, which means this clarity. You will get the clarity, what your path is and what you have to do. You will get the clarity. She says you will get the clarity, and then she says that you will. Very interesting, you know. This bird. This bird is also like giving a message here. Interesting. Yeah, because the air and the bird is also related to the air and the breathing exercise. Very interesting. So it's quite a lot of confirmations what is going on here now. So short, and and then she says here what comes here, that even if you are thinking that you are alone, she says you are not alone. There are people who support you, and even though if they are from the other side, like ancestors, many people, she says, many people, and and if you have problems like with your finances, she says this is an illusion, because she said it's also only energy. And if you are thinking that you can't have it, you will not have it. And she says there is some kind of support on your way who will support you exactly on your path or on your project or what you have to do, okay? So she says you have all the support, and that you are not alone. Even if you think you are alone, you are not alone. And trust. in your inner voice and your intuition. Okay, I will stop now this reading here. I thank you, Velammal, for giving this message, and she is willing to come back for other messages, she told me. So if you have enjoyed this reading and you want to have other readings like that, then please tell me, and I will also go directly to her Jeeva Samadhi and make a reading there and see what messages I get from there. Yeah, if I'm really there, because even now I get a very very strong connection with her. So she really wants to help, even if she has been forgotten, really forgotten by many people, and even by this kind of devastanam, they have forgotten about her. Nobody is mentioning her anymore. They are mentioning only the man, which way I also like them. I really like them. I really like them. I visit often also Somaba and Mayandi Siddhar and Machamuni Siddhar. They have a lot to offer, yeah. But still, they have forgotten about Velammal, and she has also a lot to offer. And they shouldn't have forgotten about her. And she is not mentioned anywhere. She is not on the. They have made like little cards which they distribute to the devotees who go there, and she's nowhere, you know. So so let's see, let's see. And if you talk about this with this Devastanam, I don't talk much to them. I went there once, maybe. They were really not so friendly at all, and maybe they are also not interested. If they would have been interested, they would have done something. But maybe I go there again. Maybe they have changed the people there, and they are more open to see, to. But anyhow, even when I went there, there are always people coming to this shrine of Velammal, especially women are coming there, you know, and they seek her advice for many different kind of topics. Okay, so if you have enjoyed this reading, then subscribe to my channel. I upload a very, very different kind of topics there, not only readings, also my painting rituals and drumming rituals. So if you enjoy my content, then subscribe to my channel. I'm very happy about that. And see you next time. Thank you.